Well, I appreciate that, Peter. Thank you very much. Your introductions are always the best. And guys, you're going to hear more about Peter a little bit later. And just so you know, we're very lucky to have Peter even on the Zoom here with us. If his face looks familiar, it's because he was actually on A&E's Flip This House for 3 seasons as the main character, right? So he had millions of people watching him every single season on that show, which is absolutely phenomenal. So again, it's fantastic just to have him on here with us. But guys, a little bit of background on myself. I'm also a regional director here with ACN. I've been in the company now for a little bit over 3 years. My team and I have brought in several thousand customers. We also have over 600 business partners, right? But before we got to this point, we all started out coming to an ACN Thursday night training like this one called Kickoff. Right? This is where you learn the basics. This is where you get more comfortable. And this skills you're going to learn tonight is going to really help you transition your business, help you rank up, and really get to that next level that you want to get to. So that being said, let me share my screen and we can jump straight into this presentation. All right, thumbs up. You guys can see my screen here. Hopefully you guys can all see it. Sounds good. So starting out, I want to show you guys a couple very useful websites and tools that you guys want to keep in mind starting off on your ACN journey. So the first website that you guys want to make a note of, write it down, take a photo, whatever you got to do to remember these websites. The first one is called wealthinstituteinc.com. This website is extremely important. This is our team's website. On this site, you're going to find a lot of great training materials like how to give a presentation. What even are the presentation slides, right? You're going to find those on this website as well. And also, you're going to find a lot of great impact healthcare materials, which we'll touch on later today about the product Impact Healthcare. And on top of that, we also have a newsletter here that you guys want to enroll in. If you go to this website, you go to the bottom, there's going to be enroll now in the newsletter. Please make sure you guys put in your contact information because then you guys can be alerted when all the trainings are going to be happening and when the next big event is going to be happening. So you guys can constantly stay in the loop. Right? One of the biggest things you're going to learn about being in this business is that you guys need to stay up to date and know what the next Zoom meeting is going to be. And the same thing for your team. Once you guys start growing a team, you want your team to be enrolled in this newsletter so they can be informed about all the trainings that are about to come on in the week to come. So that's the first website. The next website right here is actually our team's YouTube channel, which is ran by our regional vice president, Alejandra Common. And so on this YouTube channel, you guys want to check out some of the training materials, again, that Alejandra has posted on here, right? First of all, how to do a coaching call, right? There's a first step video. So if you guys have new IBOs coming into the team, what do you do after you get a new IBO? You got to know the next necessary steps. So not only you can be trained, but also your team can be trained. So again, these are two really great resources you guys want to check out and make sure you definitely subscribe to the newsletter and the Wealth Institute Inc. website above. All right. Now, starting out, we want to have a goal in mind to go platinum SVP, right? This is the top position that we have here in our company, right? And PLA is the first three letters in the word platinum. And so that's what we're going to use right here. So the first one, position. You want to position yourself to succeed in this business in the long run. Now, how do you do that out of the gate? What's the best thing you can do right away? And that is get 5 services right away, because that'll put you in a position to start earning income in this business. Again, you can't earn any income until you have 5 services into your storefront. That'll trigger your first bonus. Not only that, but it also will allow you to start earning residual income on your own services. And I think a lot of us join because of residual income, right? So in order to do that, make sure you get your first 5 services. I would have that as goal number 1. And then on top of that, we want to help you guys. And again, we want to come to training. So Friday night, we have an excellent leadership training that's for our whole ACN team here. And make sure you plug into that training. And if you guys want the link for that, get with your upline leader, ask them for that link for our Friday night leadership training, and just plug in. And then we're going to see a lot of promotions on that training. And you guys can also just develop your skills in ACN. 2, we want to help you guys launch your business. Now, how we do that is extremely simple, something we couldn't do 20 years ago. Right now, we got Zoom technology. We're in the Zoom right now. We're all over the country. And so now we can leverage that technology and help you guys launch your own business. And again, we do that by scheduling Zoom presentations. All you need to do is go with your upline leader, pick a time that works for both of you guys. They will do the presentation for you. All you need to do is invite people to that Zoom presentation. And again, we'll touch on that a little bit later, but launching your business is one of the most important things you can do because this allows you to go out there and create a distribution just like any other franchise model. Right? That's basically what you guys did when you guys joined ACN. You guys buy your own franchise. Right? Think about McDonald's. McDonald's does not make the best burgers. People know about McDonald's because they have thousands of locations all over the United States. That's called a distribution. So you guys have the same ability here to create other franchises or your distribution, right? So make sure you take advantage of that. Let's schedule a Zoom presentation and help launch your business. And number 3 right here, we want to help you guys accelerate your business. Now, there's a lot of ways to do that. Kudos to you guys for being on the Zoom meeting here tonight. Just by coming on trainings, you guys are going to shorten your learning curve and get further ahead in your own business. So the way we also accelerate your trainings and your learning curve is by coming to our national conventions. And our next national convention is actually going to be in Cleveland, Ohio. And that's coming up this summer, June 22nd and 23rd. And I promise you, if you go to this event, it will change your life forever. I remember I was in ACN when I first joined. And I didn't get it, until I went to one of these conventions. After I came to one of these conventions, that's when it really clicked for me. And I promise you, it will do the same thing for you. You just have to take that jump, take that risk, and go to that event and make sure you act like a business owner, right? Act like you invested $10 million into the business. Because if you put $10 million into this business, I guarantee you'd be on every single training that was available. You'd be at every single convention that was available. Why? Because you just sunk so much money into this and you want to make this work at all costs. So it's the same mindset here. So make sure you guys can come to these events here and really just accelerate your growth and your learning curve. Now, on top of the Friday night leadership training that I was just talking about, we also have other trainings that we want to see you guys plug into. And lucky for you guys are all part of the Rockstar team, which is actually the #1 team in ACN. And we have been the #1 team in ACN for the past 16 years. So besides this training tonight, we also do a couple of trainings during the week that you guys can plug into and take advantage of. Again, top regional directors are doing the training for you, top regional vice presidents, and even senior vice presidents. And they're just giving you guys your knowledge. This isn't a business where you need to go out there and figure it all out on your own. This isn't reinventing the wheel, right? People in this company have already made it work and are already successful at a very high level. And so all you need to do is copy what's going on in their business and pasting that into your business. And how you do that is by coming to these trainings. So besides this training tonight, we have also trainings Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time and also Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And those trainings are going to be on this wealthinstitute.live link. So again, take a photo of this, write it down however you can remember this, but just realize that that is going to be a different link than the one you're actually on tonight, right? So again, just take advantage of these trainings. Make sure you plug your team into these because the more trainings you go to, the more you're going to pick up, the more comfortable you're going to be, the more successful you're ultimately going to be in this ACN business. Now, like I touched on a little bit earlier, we want to help you guys schedule your launch. And this part is so crucial to helping your business get off on the right foot, right? Think about how you were introduced to ACN. Someone picked up the phone, someone called you, someone got you to a Zoom meeting, and I'm fairly confident they're not the ones doing the Zoom presentation, right? The upline is going to be the one doing the presentation. So it's the same concept for you guys now that you guys are in the business. We want to help you guys schedule Zoom. Again, get with your upline leader, pick a time in the next couple of days, not next week, not 2 weeks out, in the next couple of days, right? Pressure makes diamonds. So you want to make sure you got a time on the calendar that works, have your upline leader do the presentation for you. And all that you need to do is create a list of people, call those list of people, and get people to show up to that Zoom presentation, right? And then from there, your upline leader will help you out. And if they enroll, now your distribution, right? Now you're on your way to creating a very successful ACN business. Now, like I also touched on earlier, we want to help you guys get 5 services and position yourself to go all the way to the top of the compensation plan. Now, every service we have is tied to a point value. So we want to help you guys get 5 services with a total of 10 points. And by doing that, that'll trigger a $200 bonus. Now, in this scenario, think of a service as a bill, right? One person could have 5 different bills just in their own name, right? I'm sure you guys are paying your own electric, your own internet, your own television, your own healthcare, right? And probably your own home security. Those are 5 services you can probably put in, and then that'll trigger your own $200 bonus. And on top of that, that'll put you in a position to start earning residual income on your own services, right? Like I mentioned, we want to put you guys in a position to start earning residual. And how do you do that? Go out and get your first 5 services. Now, a lot of people ask me, you know what? I have no idea how to put in the service, right? I'm brand new. I just don't know how to do it. And that's a fair question, right? And so how we do this is this link down here below, this Rockstar how-to link. Again, I would write down this link, take a photo of it, however you can remember it. But on this link, we will show you guys how to put in different services on your storefront. So there's no more questions, right? It's a simple 1, 2, 3. Learn how to put in each one of these services. And then after that, you'll be a lot more comfortable going out there and getting customers for your store. Now on this slide right here, you guys are going to see every single service that we can offer here at ACN. And now the main point of this slide is just to show you that every service is tied to a different point value, right? Some services are going to have a higher point value and some services will have a lower point value. And I'll touch on this a little bit later, but points will matter for your overall compensation. The more personal points you have, the more residual income that you will earn on your personal customers and also on your team's customers. So keep that in mind. For instance, ID Seal can go all the way up to 8 points. That's a lot. Same thing with Vivint Home Security can go all the way up to 8 points. Impact Healthcare can range from 2 to 6 points depending on the size of the premium. And same thing with Truvy Lifestyle, which is our travel service. That can go all the way up to 8 points. Now, the services that are circled in red are actually going to be the most simple services to put into your storefront and activate them. And they're also going to be the most lucrative services for you guys. Meaning not every single service pays you the same amount of residual income. Some services will pay you higher amounts of residual income than other services. So you want to keep that in mind. So I don't know about you, but if I'm working in my business, I want to make sure I can get paid the most for the amount of work that I'm
No,
putting.
no, that's totally
And so
fine.
with that
We
being
just need
said,
to
I
buy
would
one because
definitely focus on bringing customers that are bringing in services that are circled here in red, right? Whether it's Impact Healthcare, Vivint Home Security, gas or electric, ID Seal, Truvy, because these services will pay you the most for your work. Now, I'm not telling you not to get the other services because all services are good and all points are good, but some services can just pay you more. So just keep that in mind going forward. Now let's jump into the compensation plan a little bit more here. And so here's how the bonus structure works for ACN. So the first 5 services you can bring into your storefront, just like we talked about, it's going to be a direct deposit of $200 right in your bank account. And now these bonuses are also paid out every single week, right? So every single Saturday morning, you'll get paid your bonus if you earned your bonus for that week. Every 3 services on top of your first 5 is going to be an additional $200. So 8 services, 16 points is $400. And eventually, once you guys get up to 11 services, that can be $600 worth of bonuses. Right? Again, it's plus $200 for every additional 3 services on top of that. So if you guys want $600, just literally go out there and get 11 services. I'm sure you can get 11 services based off your own personal services and also the people that you know around you. Right? You can see how quickly it can kind of add up. So that's how our bonus structure works here. Now, on top of the bonuses, again, you can earn residual income on all the services that you're bringing in as personal customers. And here's how that chart works. And this is also why your personal points are important. So the first 7 to 39 points, personal points, is going to be a 3% personal residual income paid out to you every single month for the lifetime of the customer, right? And then you can see the chart below. But once you guys eventually reach 200 plus personal points, you guys are going to be at a 20% personal residual income percentage. And so if you guys are writing down goals for tonight, I would definitely have a goal of trying to reach 200 personal points as soon as possible. So then you guys can max out this compensation plan and get paid 20% residual income on every single service you brought into your storefront. Even the first service you ever brought in, they will all rank up at the same exact time to that new percentage. And once again, residual income is paid out once a month, every month, right, for the lifetime of the customer. So make sure you guys take advantage of that, grow your personal points so you guys can increase your personal residual income percentage and just make more money every single month, right? Think about that. If you can bring in 200 personal points, getting paid 20% residual income, that's life-changing money, So I would definitely have that a goal. Go out there and let's try to get some customers and start bringing them in. Now, the next way that we can also get paid here in ACN is called overriding residual income. So not only can you get paid residual income on your own services, you can also go out there and build a team. As we touched on earlier, your distribution, one of the most important things we can do here in ACN. And now as you build a team, you can actually earn a 4% override on levels 1 through 5 on your team. Now, how you unlock those overriding residuals is this. Once you reach 25 personal customer points, you'll get 4% override on levels 1 and 2 beneath you. Once you reach 50 personal customer points, you can get paid 4% override all the way down to level 4 in your business. And then again, another goal that I would write down is to reach 75 personal customer points. And that number is important because once you reach 75 personal customer points, you're then going to be able to get 4% overriding residual income all the way down to level 5 in your business. And guys, this to me is the real magic behind our ACN system. Because now you can get paid on customers that you don't even know and in places you don't live, right? Who knows what that person underneath you is going to do? What if they're the ones that go out there and make it big, and now you're just getting a 4% override on their customers, on the work that they do? You don't even know them, right? What if they're in a totally different state? That's the power that we have here. And so that's why you guys want to get as many personal points as possible so you can make sure you unlock all the residual income on your team and earn as much money as possible. Now, as you guys grow your businesses, obviously you're going to get levels that are way below level 5. And that's good. You want your team to grow in that direction. Now, in order to unlock residual income beneath level 5, you have to get to what we call a regional vice president. And we'll touch on a little bit earlier, but all that means is you have 3,000 total points between you and your entire organization, right? So once you reach regional vice president, you'll get paid residual income on infinite levels beneath your team. Doesn't matter if someone's level 200, doesn't matter if someone's level 1,000, right? You can still earn residual income on those customers. So again, I would definitely stretch and have a goal of going regional vice president as soon as possible so you can unlock all of the commissions possible for you and your organization. Now, you guys have joined in a fantastic month. So for those of you that have joined this month, if you guys come in here and get 5 services in your first 30 days, like we touched on earlier, that'll trigger a $200 bonus. But now on top of that, if we can go out there and start help you guys make your distribution, this is why it's so important to have that Zoom meeting as soon as possible and go out there and create your team. If you can bring in a couple people who can also bring in 5 services, that'll trigger a $500 bonus for you guys in your first month. So right then and there, you guys can make $700 in your very first month. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if you've looked at any other businesses, but it's very rare that a business can become profitable in their very first year, let alone their first month. And so here in ACN, you have an opportunity to recoup all of your initial capital and be in a profit in your very first month, right? That's what you want to do. Why? Because that creates a powerful story and that's going to build your confidence. Now, when you're in profit, you can go out to people. It's going to be a lot easier to have those conversations. It's going to be a lot easier to invite people to a Zoom presentation. And ultimately, it's going to be a lot easier to bring in customers, which is what you want. So I would set a goal to really go out there and get this quick start bonus because it's only available in your first 30 days. So make sure you know when your first day was, your start date, so you can figure out when your 30th day was, so you can make sure you can hit the bonus in that gap, in that time frame. Now, lucky for you guys, this is not the only bonus that they have available for you guys. So on top of that, if you guys can reach a position called regional coordinator in your first 90 days or 3 months, that'll also trigger a $1,000 bonus for you as a new IBO. Now, I don't know about you, but a $1,000 bonus sounds pretty good for a business that you just started, right? And all that means to go regional coordinator is to have 200 total points between you and your team, just 200, whether it's 20 people on your team having 10 points total, right? Or 10 people on your team having 20 points total. All you need is 200 total points, and you guys can trigger that $1,000 bonus and go regional coordinator here in your first 90 days. So these are great goals. These are really great goals to help you guys stretch. And if you hit them, again, it'll boost your confidence and really help you guys go out there and really start scaling your ACN business. Again, this is going to be your own story, right? No one in this company is going to be your boss. This is so much different than working a 9 to 5, right? This is something you sum into, you set your own schedule, and you can determine how much you want to work. You can work as much as you want or as little as you want, right? So again, you want to create your own story and something that's going to be inspiring, right? To other people that see you go out there, see you stretching yourself, see you starting a side hustle, seeing you start another business. You want that to be inspiring for people. So go out there and make your story as incredible as possible. And one of the first ways that I would recommend doing that is getting your first 5 services and be your own best customer, right? Think about it this way. If you own a restaurant, you would not tell someone to go out there and try your own food if you haven't tried it, right? You can't say that your food is fantastic if you never tried it. So you want to try your own food. It's the same concept here in ACN. You guys want to try your own services so you know how they go into the system, so you know how you get paid, so you know how the services work as they say to do, right? So again, be your own best customer and take your business to the next level. And then once you are your own customer, it's going to be so much easier to go out there and just talk to people. Like I said, because now you have experience with the services and also now you're just sharing how the service works. You're not trying to sell anyone. You're a customer, right? You're telling them how it works for you. You're just sharing the service. And once you do that, it becomes a lot easier for customer acquisition. Again, why take your own services? First of all, you guys want to understand the process. It's going to be super helpful to learn how to put a service into your back office. 2, you guys want to get a percentage of the residual income. I don't know about you, but it's pretty powerful when you can go up to someone and say that I'm making money on my own healthcare. I'm making money on my own electric bill. That's what being a business owner is, right? So guys, take advantage of that. Make residual income on your own services. Also, you want to be the example for your team. Once you guys start growing your distribution, once you guys start having presentations, your team's going to naturally grow and they're going to look to you to be that leader. And they're going to look to see what did you do out of the gate. And if you told them that I didn't get any service my first month, I didn't get any new business partners my very first month, what do you think they're going to do? The same thing. But now, if you go out there and you get your own services, you get customer qualified, you get 5 services in your first month, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to copy you, right? And so that's what you want to do. You want to replicate success in your business. And lastly, guys, you have the ability to possibly get your service for free. And there's a couple services that we can do that. The first one's called ID Seal. So if you guys can bring in 5 ID Seal customers, ACN will take the average of those 5 customers and send that back to you as residual income every single month. So essentially you can get free identity theft protection. Same thing for Flash Mobile. And it's also the same thing for our gas and electric. How amazing would it be if you didn't have to pay another electric bill, right? If your electric was free for the rest of your life, all you need to do that is bring in 12 electric customers. That's it. Once you bring in 12 electric customers, ACN once again will take the average of those 12 bills and send it back to you as a direct deposit every single month, right? So again, you guys have the ability to go out there and earn a free electric service. And guys, that is a powerful story. So make sure you take advantage of all these promotions. And again, this is why it's fantastic to be your own best customer. And again, we want to help you guys schedule help. So you guys all have upline leaders that are fantastic, that are absolutely crushing in this business. So work with your upline leader. We want to see you guys succeed as bad as you guys want to succeed, right? And our calendars fill up quickly. So make sure you get with your upline leader, text them, first of all, when you want to launch your first Zoom presentation. If you guys can do that, you guys can get booked on their calendar before someone else takes that time slot, and then they can be the ones doing the presentation for you. So make sure you definitely take advantage of that. Now, real quick, guys, I want to go into our first service, which is Impact Healthcare, and I'll play a quick video for you guys here about Impact. 1 second.
Healthcare spending made up 5% of total US GDP in 1960. In 2020, spending hit almost 20%.
National polls show Americans believe healthcare prices and drug costs are among their top pocketbook concerns.
Over the past 20 years, the runaway cost of health insurance has outpaced earnings and inflation, leaving our families with less freedom and less money. Families, small businesses, and individuals alike are struggling to find a way to pay for the healthcare they can't seem to afford. So how are we going to solve this problem? All over the world, technology is changing the way people and society connect and interact. The result? Countless industries are disrupted. But while the rest of the world has changed, insurance and the way we pay for healthcare remains broken and largely the same. What if there was a way we could all pay for healthcare that simply worked better and felt better than insurance? Well, today there is. We are Impact Health Sharing. We are a network of families, individuals, business owners, and small entrepreneurs who want to see the old way of doing things change. We use technology to connect tens of thousands of individuals and families across the nation to simply share and pay each other's medical bills. Old problems can be solved when people come together to leverage their sense of community with technology to control the cost of healthcare. Go to impacthealthsharing.com for more info.
Now, guys, most of you have probably joined ACN for this service in particular. And this service is absolutely fantastic with everything you can do with it, and also how high the residuals are with this service. Like this is unheard of in this industry, right? So you guys have come into this company, come into this business at the perfect time. All the systems are already in place. All the products are already in place. It's set up perfectly for you to go out there and just succeed, right? All you got to do is take action with that. So Impact Healthcare is a fantastic service that is our solution to the rising cost of healthcare. And this is definitely just a disruptor to the healthcare industry, or something that has been needed to happening for a long time. And now we finally have it. And we are the only ones in ACN that can go out there and market Impact Healthcare. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. Again, it's going to work better, feel better than insurance. Why Impact? First of all, we're seeing savings of 30 to 70%, meaning we're going to be that much lower than a traditional health insurance company. On top of that, we're going to have complete medical coverage. You get access to preventative care. All major medical events will be covered. And also you get free telemedicine that's available 24/7. On top of that, we have no network, meaning you can go to whatever doctor you choose to. Again, that's kind of unheard of in this industry. If you guys have a normal insurance company, you have to go to doctors that are in their network. And if you don't, then you have to pay for that out of pocket. With us, we don't have that because we're health sharing. So again, you can go to any doctor you choose to. It does not matter. And again, we also have no open enrollment restrictions. So if you guys are familiar with this industry, you realize that pretty much every health insurance company has to bring in customers during open enrollment, which happens during November and December. With us, we don't have that. You can bring in customers 24/7, 365. And that's a huge leg up. That's a huge advantage compared to other health insurance companies that are out there in this industry. And with that, it allows us to create such a good niche to go out there and bring customers and bring a ton of value to people and also make money at the same time. There's nothing better. We can help people and make money at the same time, right? So this is why this product is absolutely amazing. So how does our pricing work? First of all, for individuals, our pricing starts as low as $73 for individuals. We also can help people that are over 65 as long as they have Medicare Parts A and B. We have great supplemental coverage that we can give to them. We also can help groups. As long as the business has under 50 employees, they're a perfect target for this. And again, they're looking for ways to save money. So again, groups, small businesses, they're fantastic potential customers. And also families. We have pricing for families of 3 or more that starts right around $370 a month. So guys, that is fantastic when you compare these prices to a Blue Cross Blue Shield, to a Cigna, to whatever. These prices are, again, really, really good. You're going to help people save a ton of money. You're going to bring a ton of value, especially in today's environment, today's economy. People are looking for ways to save money. And healthcare is the #1 reason for bankruptcy in the US. And so now you have such a great product and bring so much value. All you have to do is open up your mouth and go out there and bring in customers. Like, that's really how simple this product can make it for you. So how do we actually bring in customers? Again, Impact Healthcare. Your storefront's going to look something like this. If you go to services in the top left, you can just click on that tab and then you can click on the healthcare section. After that, you're going to come to this page, and then from there you can press get quote. And guys, you can quote people straight from your website. You can do it right on your phone, on your laptop. It does not matter. And I would just keep people quote right there because you're going to blow people away just by quoting them and seeing how much money they're going to be potentially saving. And all you want to do with this is really just pique their interest. Get that conversation started. And that's what this website, that's what getting a quote does for potential customers out there. Now, how does a quoting tool work? First of all, it goes off the birth date of the oldest member of the household. So again, that's the date of birth that you want to put into there. And also, all you need to know is how many members are in the household or how many members want to be covered. Now, the great thing is we have 1, 2, or 3 or plus, right? So if you have, for instance, 3 or more people in your household, you're still going to put down 3 and you're still going to pay the price for only 3 people. So essentially anyone over 3, right, on the third person on the plan will be free for you guys. And guys, that's how fantastic this coverage is. If you have a family of 6, they're only going to pay for 3 people. And with that, you guys can get a quote immediately and show them how much money they can potentially save with Impact Healthcare. So make sure you take advantage of this. Go out there and just start quoting people, or even start quoting yourself so you can see the differences in prices and how much that's really going to change for you financially. Yep, and there's the applicant spot that I was just talking about. Now, after you press get quote, this little box is going to show up right here. And so we have what's called a PRA, or a primary responsibility amount, in the top left. And those range from $2,500 to $5,000, $7,500, and $10,000. Now, the co-share you're going to find right here in the middle, that is going to be a 90-10 split. So all that means is after the PRA has been met, the member is going to be responsible for 10% of the bills until they reach a $5,000 co-share, which is per household for the entire year. And that's how that split happens. And now after they reach that 5,000 number, then 100% will be covered by Impact going forward. Now, another great thing is that we don't have to be professionals in this industry, right? And that's what I love about ACN. A lot of these services are kind of pass-through services. So on this slide right here, which again, you can find in your back office, in your storefront, there's a request info section. And what that means is you can click on that box and you can submit your customer's information, and someone from Impact Healthcare will call your customer for you and answer their questions for you. That is amazing, because now you have a professional helping you answer the questions that you don't know. But on top of that, that's going to really help you transition your customer to becoming an actual customer, right? It's going to prep them for that. So again, we don't have to be the experts in this industry. And the next thing I'll mention is that coverage begins on the first day of the very next month. So if someone signed up right now, for instance, coverage would start on the 1st of May. So just keep that in mind, that the coverage starts on the 1st of the very next month. Now, you guys want to get educated on Impact as much as possible. So I would take a photo of the slide or write down this right here, but we also do an Impact webinar, specifically a training only on Impact. And that happens every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. The meeting code is right here. So make sure you guys plug into that Zoom meeting. They're recorded as well, but coming to these trainings is really going to help you understand Impact Healthcare. And it's really going to elevate your knowledge. And once you have better knowledge, again, it's just going to make you more comfortable to go out there and just bring in customers. Now, if you look down here in the bottom right, these share amounts also correlates to how many points each impact customer will bring in for your personal business. For instance, up to $150 in your premium amount, that's going to be 2 points, 150 to about 350, it's 4 points. And once you guys start bringing in family policies, it's going to be about $550 and higher for the premium. Those are 6-point policies. So just so you're aware, that is how the point structure works for impact healthcare premiums. Now, the next service I want to touch on is actually our Zoom Energy service. This is gas and electric. And so if you guys are in a deregulated state, which you can see on this map here for the deregulated states, again, the yellow state is just deregulated for electric. The orange states are deregulated for natural gas, and the green states are actually deregulated in both gas and electric. So if you're in one of these states, I would definitely take advantage of our gas and electric services. Because once again, you can also get your electric for free. And that's a pretty important, pretty powerful bonus. So make sure you go out there and bring in customers and make sure that they're in deregulated states so you guys can actually start earning money on those services. Again, you guys can find this picture right here in your back office, and also you can take a picture of it right now if you choose to. Now, we also have a fantastic bonus going on for Zoom Energy for the promotion. So again, if you guys are in a deregulated state, I would definitely take advantage of this. So if you see on the left here, the 6, 12, 24, if you guys can bring in 6 gas customers, right? That's going to be a $300 bonus. If you can bring in 6 electric customers, that is going to be a $500 bonus. Now, if you can bring in 6 electric and gas, that's going to be a $1,300 bonus, right? So if you know 6 homes that are in deregulated states, if you're in Pennsylvania, for instance, or somewhere where it's deregulated, you bring in 6 gas and 6 electric, that is $1,300. Guys, I don't know about you, but that is a decent bonus, right, for any given month. So I would go out there and just start talking to people. And the great thing is we're going to be saving them money on their gas and electric. That is important. So we're not just bringing customers, we're saving them money. We're helping them. We're also helping us at the same exact time. So these bonuses, I really haven't seen them this high in forever. So these bonuses are not going to last forever. So again, you guys have joined a fantastic month. Take advantage of these bonuses while they're here. And again, if you guys bring in 24 homes for gas and electric, guys, that is over a $5,000 bonus. Just 24 homes that you know in a deregulated state, right? And again, I would go out there and attack these bonuses as quickly as possible and really go out there and start building your business around gas and electric. Now, the next service I want to touch on is a service called Vivint Home Security. Again, it's another fantastic service that has a high point value. From now until April 15th, it will actually be 8 points. So make sure you guys go out there and take advantage of that. And not only that, Vivint is an excellent company. You guys can get a free camera, buy a camera, you get a doorbell camera for free, and also 2 months of free monitoring, plus a $200 IBO gift card. So a lot of you guys may be asking, why can't I go to Vivint directly to get Vivint? The issue is that your customers will not get these promotions if they go directly to Vivint. By coming through us and getting Vivint Home Security, now they can get these special promotions, the free camera, the free monitoring, right? It's amazing. And so now I'll play you guys a quick video that highlights Vivint Home Security.
If you want to protect your house, protect it with a Vivint system that can do that and record all this. Oh, here comes a delivery. If you want to protect your porch, protect it with this. It can tell you this, and it can't wait. What's this guy up to? Yeah, protect it with a doorbell that can do that. Oh, and it can say all this. And if you're going to make your home smart, make it smart enough to close your garage, adjust the temperature, and with just the touch of a button, you can do all this. Your home is now on, and even let you check in on the baby sleeping or not sleeping, or see what Mac is destroying today. But whatever you do, if you're going to get outdoor cameras, make sure they're 4K. Okay. And make sure they send thieves running with a red ring and a whistle. That's pretty impressive. By the way, this all gets installed for you because who has time for that?
Because ain't nobody got time for that.
Vivint, smart security, professionally installed.
Now, I absolutely love this service, and something that makes this service even better is, once again, we do not need to be the professionals whatsoever. This is one of those services where it's really just a pass-through lead, and someone takes your customer for you, answers all their questions for you, and unlike healthcare, these people at Vivint will actually enroll them for you in Vivint. So all you literally have to do is save this contact in your phone. This guy's name is Edgar. I would definitely write his number down, take a photo of it, whatever you got to do, remember it. And once you have someone interested in home security, all you need to do is create a three-way text message between you, your customer, and this guy, Edgar. And guys, he will hop on a call with them for you, answer the questions for you, and enroll them for you. That's how simple this is. And by going through us, by going through Edgar, we can actually help them get a free installation and activation of their Vivint home security system, which is a $200 value. So take advantage of that. People need home security systems, right? People already have them. It's a great value add, and now it's an even easier way to bring in customers into your ACN storefront. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of Edgar, make him work for you, and start bringing in Vivint home security systems, and take advantage of the high point value that's associated with them. Now, here's another great text message format that I would, again, take a photo of so you can remember this. So once you guys have someone that's interested in Vivint home security, I would send this exact text message between you, your customer, and Edgar, but put in your information here, right? And that's it. And from there, Edgar will take it from there. But again, this is the general format you want to replicate so that Edgar knows who you are, Edgar knows what team you're on, and so Edgar can then put the customer in the right place once they enroll as well. Another great service we have is our identity theft protection service, a service called ID Seal. Another high point value service can go all the way up to 8 points per customer. And this is 3 services really in one. They have identity theft protection involved with this, restoration and insurance, and also device protection. So I don't know about you guys, but I actually got my identity stolen last year, and it's really a pain, right? And I think know a lot of people also that have their identity theft stolen. And I'm sure you guys know as well of some horrific story where someone had their identity stolen. And so this is a service that's becoming more and more popular, and it's growing as an industry every year because of how technologically based we're becoming as a society, right? Everything now is online. People are stealing passwords all the time. And so this is a service that's going to be extremely important just going forward in life. So again, it's a huge value add. ID Seal is one of the best companies in this industry. Here's a quick video that highlights ID Seal.
ID Seal is different. ID Seal protects and covers you beyond what most providers do. Most identity theft protection companies monitor your credit, but leave your identity exposed, in which case, cyber criminals can still wreak havoc on your life. With ID Seal, you get a 24/7, 360-degree seal of protection around your credit, finances, and your life. From the moment you enroll, ID Seal starts working and never stops searching the corners of the dark web for threats to your identity. And if any signs of your identity are found, you'll be alerted in real time so you can react before the bad guys can do damage. If someone fills out a credit card application in your name, you'll know. If someone opens a payday loan in your name, you'll know. If someone applies for a change of address in your name, you'll know. If someone gets arrested using your identity, you'll know. And if your identity is stolen, with one call, you will be assigned a dedicated US-based expert from ID Seal who will fully manage restoring your identity. Any costs associated with restoring your identity? We have you covered up to $1 million with $0 deductible to cover any restoration costs. Remember, ID Seal monitors the dark web for signs of your identity and sends you real-time alerts if anything is found. Get peace of mind and start protecting your identity today. Give them nothing to steal with ID Seal.
All right, so again, I don't know about you guys, but this service is growing. People need it, and it's a great way to get protected. Again, you heard on that video, they have over $1 million in protection insurance for you guys. So take advantage of that because identity theft does happen, and now you have a great way to prevent it. And also, now you can earn residual income on your own identity theft insurance. Right? That is pretty cool. So with that being said, here on the screen, you guys can see the different plans that we have associated with ID Seal. The Platinum annual plan for one adult, that can go up to 6 points. The Platinum Plus plan for one adult, mainly for a family as well, plus 10 kids, it's also 6 points. But the family plans, they can go all the way up to 8 points for the annual plans. So again, you can find more details on these in your back office or in your storefront. And if you go to ID Seal section, you can see the different plans and also what each plan really has that's involved in each one of them. So make sure you take a look at that and just understand more about ID Seal and how you can really leverage it to help boost your own business. Next service I want to touch on is a service called Flash Mobile. And so this service is also a really fantastic service that you really do not want to overlook. And so Flash Mobile is our wireless service. It's a private label of T-Mobile. So it goes off the same towers as T-Mobile, right? But it's just called Flash Mobile. And so with this service, we have a couple different plans you can do with this. We have a 4 GB plan, a 10 gigabyte plan, also a Flash Unlimited plan, and a Flash Unlimited Elite plan. And I always love saying this, but the Flash Unlimited plan is 50 gigabytes. I just graduated college. I use a ton of gigabytes, and I have never come close to using 50 gigabytes ever. So if you guys come close to using that, you're probably doing something illegal. You probably shouldn't get Flash Mobile anyway. So just keep that in mind. But here are the different plans that you guys can get involved with Flash Mobile. But again, you're going to get the same 5G, 4G LTE speed that you would with T-Mobile, and also you can get a mobile hotspot data as well. That's involved with this plan. Again, you can find out more about this in your back office and also in your storefront by going to the Flash Mobile section. On the screen right here, you're going to see the different pricing that also is involved with each plan. One of the best things about this is that our gig plans and our unlimited plans are also about 40% below the prices of AT&T and Verizon. And so with that being said, it creates a very unique standpoint for us as IBOs to go out there and bring in customers, right? Because something that someone will never let go of is their cell phone, right? How many of you guys have forgot your cell phone in your house? You go down the road and you're like, I have to go back. I need my cell phone, right? The cell phone will be the last thing that someone ever does not pay, right? So this is a really great way to position yourself to go out there and start bringing customers. But the Flash Unlimited plans, guys, are fantastic. I mean, you can get 4 lines, which is a family plan, for $26 a line. I mean, that's kind of unheard of. Same thing for the Flash Unlimited Elite plan, 4 lines for $35 a line. Guys, that is fantastic. If you guys are going out to other people, you're seeing people pay over $200, right, for 4 lines involved. And so definitely go out there, just ask someone how much you're paying for cell phones. And once you kind of get that knowledge of what they're paying, you can angle and say, listen, I can help you guys save money. And that would bring them to your storefront here and really help them enroll and just become a Flash customer. So again, you guys can find these pricings in your storefront. Once you go to the Flash Mobile page, and you'll see all these pricings on there as well. So you don't need to memorize all the stuff right now. On this screen right here, you can see the different point values that are associated with Flash Mobile. And this is one of the main reasons why I also love Flash Mobile, because they have a high point values associated with them. And on top of that, we're in a promotional month for Flash Mobile, meaning points are actually doubled. So it's just increasing the incentive to go out there and bring in cell phone customers, right? And again, personal points are super important. But seven lines, or yeah, if you look down here, six lines can actually be 14 points now this month, up from 7 points, right? Unlimited plans, 4 lines can actually be 10 points. 1 line is 4 points. Guys, points add up quickly. So I would go out there, take advantage of these promotional points and really help build your business around Flash Mobile while these promotional points are here and while they last. Now, before you guys switch over someone to Flash Mobile, there's a couple things you want to make sure you can actually get done before you switch someone over to Flash Mobile. And these are extremely, extremely important. So make sure you take a photo of the slide or whatever you got to do to remember this. But first of all, you need to make sure that their phone is unlocked. Basically, what that means is that their phone has to be paid off. If you're still not sure, I would just recommend calling their current carrier and just ask the carrier if the phone is paid off. Your phone has to be paid off in order for it to switch over to Flash Mobile. That's an extremely important part of this process. And 2, you're going to need the IMEI number on your cell phone in order to switch it over. And all that means is that you want to dial *#06# on your phone. And once you do that, your IMEI number will actually pop up automatically for you. And just know that you're going to need that number once you transfer over a phone to Flash Mobile. And finally, you're going to need your account number and a PIN number for your phone. Again, you can find that out just by calling the carrier. But once you make sure you have all these things done, your phone is eligible to switch over to Flash Mobile, right? So again, make sure you check these boxes off and start bringing in some Flash Mobile customers. Now, another great service we have here is also one of our newer services. One of the final ones we have here is called TrueV Lifestyle. This is actually our travel service. And it's a fantastic, travel membership, pretty much exclusive club. It's a great way to save money when you travel, whether it's on hotels or booking flights. It's just a really great resource to you guys that you have available as IBOs. You want to make sure you guys can take advantage of it. And again, it's a high residual service and also one of the easiest services to put into your storefront. So make sure you literally learn this process, and it can really help your business grow at a fast pace. With TrueV Lifestyle, we're going to have 2 separate packages involved with it. We have a gold package. Basically, you're going to get hotel credits. You're going to get a best price promise, VIP concierge service, also exclusive booking engine 24/7 when you're booking a hotel or whatever that is, and also discounted travel rates. And I'll touch on this a little bit later, but the hotel credits is one of the biggest pieces here. So I want you guys to really understand how that works. Before I touch on that, just realize we also have a platinum package. And that's going to be everything in the gold package plus a personal travel team. You're also going to get VIP airport lounge, right? And you're also going to get a fast pass passport as well. So Two really great services right here, depending on what package you want to choose. The membership pricing looks something like this. The gold plan can be a monthly plan, which can go up to 2 points. The yearly plan can be 5 points. The platinum monthly can be 5 points. And the platinum yearly plan can be 8 points. So again, a great service to understand. And also keep in mind, guys, that when you purchase these services for yourself, not only are you earning residual income on your own service, but it's also a tax write-off. Right. So that to me is a pretty important part of this. Again, be your own best customer, get your own services, write it off as taxes, make money on your own services. It's a really great way to just grow your business. And again, it's 80% commissionable, which is fantastic. So every dollar you spend on this, 80% of that dollar is going to come back to you as residual income. And it's lifetime residual. So as long as the customer is paying, you're going to be getting residual income on those customers. Now, next thing I want to touch on is the hotel credits. And again, this is why this service is so fantastic. So keep in mind that every dollar you spend on your membership subscription, members will earn 1 hotel credit that you can use to further reduce the already discounted price of hotels. So essentially, think of this as a Truvy bank account. Every dollar you spend on your membership goes into this bank account. And then when you check into a hotel, they use money out of that bank account to discount your hotel room. Right? So it's basically going to absolutely just discount a hotel room for you. So it's a fantastic, right? You're already going to check into a hotel. You're already going to pay that money for a hotel. Now get the service and they'll discount the hotel for you, but now you can earn residual income on the service at the same exact time. It's pretty amazing how this works out in the long run.
ACN is
now, real quick, guys, I want to briefly, promote the next event we have going on here, which is in Cleveland, Ohio. And so, guys, take a look at this video and see what this event is really going to be like. Whoops, 1 second.
ACN is much more than making money. ACN is a way of life. ACN will impact every aspect of your life if you give it a chance. For the last 30 years, I can tell you that we've changed many lives, and we're about to change your life, those of you that are here for the very first time.
When you come to these events, let me tell you what's going to happen. ACN is going to get inside of you.
You are 100% at the right place.
We are fired. Training, recognition. This is absolutely amazing.
I promise you, you can go all the way if you put into practice what you learned this weekend.
Whether you want to or not, you're leaving a legacy.
We are so excited to be here at the Elevate event in person and live.
If you can't get better here, where thousands of people want you to get better, where are you going to go to get better? Successful IBOs understand it's timing.
So if you give them direction on something to do, they'll accomplish the goal. Be results oriented.
If you want to see 2024 be all that more for you and your family, elevate yourself, elevate your mind.
People are absolutely fired up to change their lives after seeing everything that they came to see. The convention has done its job.
You accomplish anything in life? Persistent effort. We hold ourselves accountable for representing these co-founders at the highest level. It's not more content that you need, it's connection.
And not just belief in the company, not just belief in the industry, but most importantly, belief in yourself. See, when somebody believes, they can achieve.
You are already Senior Vice President Platinums. You are leaders. You already are successful. You have to believe it first, and then it will happen. You have to be before it is.
All right, guys, that is absolutely fantastic. And here you go. So this is actually the place where you can register for our upcoming event. It's going to be in June 22nd, June 23rd, going to be in Cleveland, Ohio. I promise you this event will absolutely transform your ACN business. Once again, you need to put yourself in a position to win, just like you saw in that video. And how you do that as a business owner is coming to these conventions, plugging in, learning from the top regional vice presidents, top senior vice presidents in person, so you can take what works and just put that into your own business. And once you do that, you guys can go all the way to the top like that video just mentioned, right? So this isn't something you want to step into, do it halfway. You treat it like a hobby, you're going to get paid like a hobby. Or if you treat it like a business, you're going to get paid like a business owner. And so that's the difference. And so if you want to be the best business owner you can be, you got to come to these conventions. You got to learn as much as you can. You got to plug in, right? And just put yourself in a position to win. And so, guys, that's my portion of tonight's presentation. So I appreciate you guys all coming out. Hopefully you guys got some education, some knowledge here tonight. And luckily we got Peter Pashak on here, and he's the one setting up breakout rooms. And so, Peter, if you don't mind, just opening up those breakout rooms for everyone.
Great. Will be staying out. I have 2 or 3 people we don't know where to put, and he will take care of that. But before we go in the breakout rooms, can we just give a hand to a wonderful trainer tonight, Mr. Will Holden? Will, we really appreciate all that you do for us. And with that, I will open up the breakout rooms.